There's a battle going on in the trash bins of local restaurants that gives a new meaning to the word greaseball. Our Alex Mihailovich takes us behind the scenes where scavengers fight for liquid gold.
For Vern MacArthur, grease is more than just a musical.
I think we all need to have a passion in this day and age.
It's his livelihood.
There's not a lot of people, I think, that want to put in the time and the effort and the energy and the money to start something like this.
And it's the energy of the future.
I want our environment to be sustainable for our future generations.
But on this early morning in downtown Toronto, someone is messing with it. Because for Vern, this is liquid gold. This is what a visit to the gas station looks like for William Cox. He's found a way to avoid the pain at the pump by almost never visiting one.
It might be 2 months in the summer we usually go without filling up a tank. It might be a month in the winter.
There is a catch. His cars don't exactly run on 87 octane. Instead, they use old vegetable oil.
We've got it for free. We always have got it for free. We just pick it up. We just filter it ourselves.
He installs a system with a tank, valves, and wires. All this equipment costs about $2,000. But once it's in, a diesel engine can process French fry oil as if it were petroleum. William has 2 cars that he runs off of vegetable oil, so he needs a lot of the stuff, and this is the filtration system he has. Otherwise, he gets stuck on the side of the road sometimes, and it can be as simple as using a filter bag into a canister and then straight into the engine. Cox takes us for a spin to show off the system. The car starts by burning diesel for a couple of kilometers until the oil warms up.
Seamless switch over. You're going to feel it right now. We're on veg oil.
No, you can't feel anything.
No.
Now he's running fuel-free.
What does it smell like out of the tailpipe?
It pretty much smells like you're standing out back of a, restaurant.
Cox gets his oil from a local French fry restaurant. Just a few years ago, the used oil was all but worthless. Restaurants were thrilled if someone took it off their hands.
When we first started, I think he told me he was paying $20 a month to get rid of it. So, yeah, we've been doing him a favor.
But things have changed quickly. Cooking oil known as yellow grease is now more like yellow gold. Its price jumped more than 400% between 2000 and 2008 in U.S. commodities trading. Yellow grease is traditionally used to make animal feed. It also goes into cosmetics, rubber, and clothing. But the recent price spike comes thanks to biodiesel. Grease prices track closely with biodiesel prices. After declining last fall, they're up again in 2009. Commodities trader Aaron Fennell sees them rising further.
You need a lot of recycled vegetable oils to make a significant amount of biodiesel, so it'll become a highly demanded product over time.
That makes grease collection big business. Canadian restaurants generate nearly 200 million kilograms of used oil each year. The major collection companies, Rothsay and Sanimax, have combined revenues of more than $500 million. Neither would appear in this story. They and other grease collection companies we called don't want thieves to get a lead on their valuable assets.
And then we're going to suck some oil out of here.
In this YouTube clip, 2 men plan to pilfer grease from a bin behind a restaurant. And in this one, someone pumps used oil from a bin clearly labeled with the collection company's phone number. Grease theft is a problem all over, according to William Cox.
It happens for sure. It seems to be happening in Los Angeles and down in Texas, where this is a really popular idea and a lot of people are doing it.
And it happens in Toronto too, where Vern MacArthur's bins get hit hard.
Are you seeing a loss in revenue due to theft? Absolutely.
MacArthur and his company VMC Disposal are one of Toronto's smaller grease operations. He agrees to talk to us on the condition we do not identify his clients. MacArthur pays them up to 15 cents a liter for their oil, then sells the refined product for around 50 cents. When fuel prices peaked in 2008, a hefty part of his haul went missing each day.
At the height of the diesel price being high, I would say it was probably up to 15%.
Really?
So it was 15%. It was very substantial. Very substantial.
With prices on the way back up, theft remains a problem. We travel around downtown Toronto with MacArthur and his crew to see for ourselves. At a second stop, something isn't right.
Once again, my friend, once again.
All the oil that should be in this drum is gone.
There's absolutely no doubt this amounts to theft.
James Morton is the past president of the Ontario Bar Association. He says taking grease isn't the same as taking garbage.
The whole point about leaving something out and back to be picked up is that you haven't given up possession of it. You've left it out back so that somebody you have a contract with to pick up the grease can pick it up. So it's exactly the same as if you left a FedEx box out back.
But that's just what happens at another spot on VMC's morning route.
It finally worked for them.
A thief leaves this yellow barrel here, hoping a restaurant worker will use it instead of VMC's barrel. Mission accomplished.
For our client to put the product in somebody else's barrel right under our nose is quite disappointing, especially that, we can't take it.
Missing oil isn't the only problem. MacArthur provides his customers free collection bins, and he says those are often taken too.
Because we have so much theft from this location, we've implemented a system that not only chains the barrels to the building, it actually chains the locks to the barrels.
MacArthur even puts tracking devices in his barrels and employs a private investigator to cut down on theft.
Are you winning that battle? No. It's something that is really hard to keep up.
And grease theft doesn't seem like it will stop anytime soon, especially as Canadians continue to look for cheap energy sources.